Yo, and we are live, baby. Today is July 28th, Friday, and once again, we are very thankful of God for allowing us to give us this opportunity, giving us another chance, giving us another day in the market, man. Um, for anyone watching, I appreciate you. So, let's get to it, man. There's quite a few things I want to show you before the market opens. I'm looking at a potential play here. Um, if we can see, I was looking to short here. However, I'm not a big fan of shorting while having this level of support here. So I want to see how this support area, ends up working out. But so if we do get a bounce and we break past this area here, I'm gonna look to go long. Yeah, that's kind of like my game plan there. But there's a few things I want to point out. So if we start off by looking at the higher time frames here, you can tell we've kind of been in this sideways range here, right? We're within 400 points here, 400 handles. Yesterday, price did a really good job of testing both the high and the low, but we are seeing support here, and look at that green full candle, right? It seems as of right now that price wants to make higher highs, potentially test these levels. We have quite a few levels here that we're gonna go over right now, but we might potentially see some kind of pullback as we test these levels here. So getting straight into it, looking at the 1 hour here, we have a 1 hour supply zone. We have a 1 hour demand here, and I mean, just look at the momentum here. Like, we have just made higher highs, and that's one of the reasons why I hesitated to go short. Even though I did kind of like the setup, I hesitated to go short just because we've been making higher highs. However, we did come across this area of resistance. It was once support, now it should act as resistance, and it is also a 4 hour supply zone. So, just a few things there. I mean, the levels, I do a pretty good job of highlighting them and labeling them. So, this 30-minute supply up here, 15-minute 1 hour supply, clearly, right? We have a base strong candle, so we will see some. This is the level that I'm a little more worried about, or not worried about, but more so cognizant about. Just I want to see how price reacts as we get to this 15,788, and we have something very similar here on ES. Once again, I'm trading both Nasdaq and ES, so if you like one or the other, you're in the right place, dude. We have the same thing here, 1 hour supply zone, um, and then we have this 30-minute supply zone up here. But it's the same picture here. Honestly, look at how we've kind of just been in this sideways range. We did manage to make higher highs, but we failed to find continuation. Tested the lows here, and now it seems like price wants to go ahead and test those highs here. So right now, what I'm looking for, going back to our smaller time frames, and I'm gonna take you back to Nasdaq too. What I'm looking for is, okay, let this thing load up here. What I'm looking for, since the setup is presenting itself, I'm looking for a break past this area here. If we can break past that area, I'm gonna take it long. Even though we have a level of resistance up here, I'm gonna take it long, speculating a break. This is a 4 hour supply zone. We don't typically t- um, tag these zones. We normally go into them since it's such a wide area. We typically price typically goes into these 4 hour supply zones. So I'm gonna speculate a break, even though we had a pretty strong rejection here. I'm gonna speculate a break after we break past this highlighted area. So that's when I'm gonna look to get in, just because price is playing. We're seeing price. We're seeing price play defense here, right? We have this level of support. We came down into it, and now buyers are starting to step in. And once again, if we can break above this area, I'm gonna look to go long. However, if we fail to do so, then we're gonna have to sit on our hands until the next play. But that's what I'm looking at. That's what I'm looking for right now. Um, and then you'll notice I have a few trend lines drawn here, right? That's another reason why I hesitated to go short. Just we're gonna find some support in these trend lines here, and yeah, that's pretty much it. I mean, I will say we do have an economic event being released at 7, which is consumer sentiment, 7 a.m. We should expect a little bit of volatility. Other than that, um, yeah, it should be a pretty chill day. It's a Friday, right? I would want there to be some volatility, even though yesterday was a big day. Yesterday was a huge day. Um, we had some pretty good trades, some pretty bad trades, but yesterday was really nice. We saw a lot of volatility. We saw some really nice moves come in, and so we'll see if we can continue that momentum, or maybe the market's exhausted. But I mean, just looking at the pre-market though, like looking at that pre-market, we've had some really nice moves, and I really do expect price to give us some nice moves. So we have a few minutes here until the market opens. I don't think there's anything else worth considering. I mean, just again, we've been making higher highs, right? So it's always best to go with the trend. We've made higher highs. I will also say, since we do have 3 minutes till the market opens, I will also say if you smack a Fibonacci retracement from this high up here all the way down, you can tell, right? We are testing that 61.8 retracement. Right, we're testing it from high to low, right? We're testing that 61.8. But I don't see. Okay, enough of that. Let's go back to this 1 minute, and let's see if we can break past that area there. I'm gonna go long. And I'm only comfortable taking this before the market opens because it's not I wouldn't be risking a lot. It'd be, let me get back. This is kind of acting goofy right here. Yeah, it'd be a small risk. It's a very small area here, but I like the way it's setting up, and like I said, I'd be speculating a break past this 4-hour supply zone, and if we do see some nice momentum here, I would like to see a break past this high and maybe test our target profit would be, in this case, it would be this that 1-hour supply zone, which would be a few points above it. Yeah, that 1-hour supply zone. That's what I would be that's what I would be targeting. But let's see how this ends up working out here. I would also need to see some really strong volume as we break past that area. Some strong volume coming in. Enough volume for us to make it past this high here, breaking past the 4-hour supply. We have 1 minute till the market opens here. Now I'm not gonna get in now if we do break past it in within the 1 minute of market being open. I'm not gonna get in just because now I think it's a riskier play. Had I gone in before the market opened, like, I would have been okay with that. All right, let's get to it, man. Let's have a good day. Happy trading, you guys. Follow your plan. Don't deviate from it, man. Okay, I like that rejection there. I may go long here if we break past that area, because ES is starting to make higher highs. If we break past that area, if I like the volume there, as we break past it, I'm gonna go long here. That was a pretty nice rejection there. For me, the longs are looking a little better than going short, personally. Yeah, no, I'm not looking to trade this short. Again, don't fall for the first move, you guys. I've been there, done that. At some point, you got to learn your lesson, right? Man, if we can get above that 15, this level here, this 15,738, break past that trend line, I'd be interested to go long. I'd be hopping in a little early, but there's quite a few confluences here that I like. Notice how we're bouncing off that trend line. Notice how ES looks like it wants to make higher highs. All right, here we go. I'm in.
Order filled.
I'm in long. Okay, so like I said, we're targeting that first. Okay, that's amazing. Amazing. Keep going, baby. Keep going. Uh-oh, stop loss is at 15,730. 15,730, that's my stop loss there. Had some pretty nice momentum. Let's see if we can get above. I want it to close above this area, that way I can move my stop loss. We got a pretty nice entry. I smacked it right here. Bam. We got in right here as we broke past this 15,739. That's exactly where I got in. Yup, yup. I don't like that ES is having a hard time breaking past that. Now this is a little riskier, but it's something that I'm comfortable taking. I'm not risking a lot. But the fact that we're trading within the first few minutes of market open, it does make it a little risky. All right, well, I'm gonna just hold on to it as long as it doesn't break my stop loss. I'm in it. My stop loss is at 15,738. I don't like that ES is making lower lows here. If ES gets below this level of support, then that's gonna let us know to get out.
Stop fill.
All right, yep. As soon as ES broke past that level of support, this crashed down. So it is what it is. I mean, I think I may have a pretty good opportunity here on ES. If we can get up to 45.93 on ES, then I'm gonna play short. Here on ES, 45.93, that's the level I want. So I'm gonna take you over to ES real quick. So that's that level I want here. This we already broke past it, but I like that we're making lower lows here after a double top. That first play didn't work out. We're moving on to the next one. If I see something else worth taking, I'm gonna go ahead and take it. So I like this 45.93 area. We just got to get there. So once we test that box, I'm gonna hop in. I'm hopping in shorts on ES as soon as we test that box, that 45.93 area. I'm going short at 45.93. We gotta see a test though. Ooh, I want that 45.93 to hit. I'd be risking about 2 points on that one. All right,
Order filled.
we're in, baby. 45.93. Stop loss is at 40, a little above 45.9. Oh my goodness.
Stop filled.
What the hell happened there? Alright, well that's two fucking L's. I like that setup, honestly. That was my setup there. I liked it. 45.93 was a good area to get in. It just didn't work out. So we got to document these. I've taken 2 L's so far. I'm going to go ahead and document them. That way I can go over them this weekend. But as of right now, those two look nice. We double topped, broke past an area, a high interest area. So we're coming into that 1 hour supply zone. Okay, so the first one, we got a key level, TOT on the right side, high volume opposing zone. So ES, we got a key level, we had TOC up. High volume opposing move. Trend line break. So both of these trades that it satisfied all my confluences, the things that I'm looking for, and it just didn't really seem to work out. So I'm gonna keep taking. I'll take those all day because I've seen that they typically work out. I think everybody just kind of got look at the two candles, the 2 5-minute candles, right? Like it just faked us both ways. It hit us with a punk fake here, a punk fake there, and it totally got me. So we're coming into that. Let's head over back to Nasdaq. So we're coming into that 1 hour supply zone, and I'm not noticing a lot of volume coming in. you'd expect when we hit these areas to see a lot of volume, right? But I'm not really noticing a lot of volume here, so we'll see what happens. But as of right now, I don't really have much. I'm gonna allow this to develop, see what happens from here. Um, yeah. I will say I'm pretty shocked that those two plays did not work out. I'm just reviewing them really quickly, and I had quite a bit of confluences here. Once again, we had a nice double top up here on ES, right? We saw some really strong aggressive momentum breaking past some buyers here, and then I was looking for that. Obviously, I always look for the immediate retest, and we just didn't get it. It broke past our zone, broke past our stop loss. So, I mean, like I said, I'll take those plays any day. And then the same thing on that first play too, is we broke past this little trend line here. We had some sellers step in. We were supported by this level of support here and the trend line, and then broke past that level there with some aggressive buying. Just a lot of confluences here. I'm really surprised it didn't work out as we thought it would. What's the move from here? Um, Once again, we're gonna go ahead and allow this this zone to play out. Right, we're testing this zone here, this 15-minute transition to control zone. We're testing the 1 hour supply zone. We're testing these areas, so I want to see what happens from here. Although we don't see a lot of volume, that is a little concern of mine. So I think we could potentially break past this area. And once again, if we go back to that daily chart, where does price want to go? Price wants to go up here. It wants to test this. Right, we had a really strong rejection up here, so I'm actually gonna go ahead and daily rejection. Let's do it. Ah. All right. Cool. Yeah. So look at that. Look at that candle, right? Look how strong, full, very aggressive candle, dude. So I'll ask you one more time. Where does price want to go? It wants to go. It wants to come up here, but we are gonna face a few obstacles here. Um, but as of right now, like I said, we're not seeing a lot of volume come in. So I think we could potentially break past these areas quite easily. Um, I'm not a big fan of longing this or going long on these highs here. Um, I prefer to wait for some kind of pullback, which is what I was going for in that on that initial trade. I saw that little pullback, and I thought for sure we were gonna break past this. But yeah, I'm not. I don't want to. I definitely don't want to go long here. I'm gonna allow this thing to just do its thing. Let's check out that one. Look at that. Look at that, man. All right, so now we're starting to see an increase in volume here, but we do have some really nice momentum here from buyers. There's no signs of weakness here. I think we will potentially break past these areas here. Um, that 15,820, once again, it's a 30-minute supply zone. So that's another area that we're gonna have to, watch carefully. And as a reminder, consumer sentiment will be released at 7. So we've got 8 minutes till that is released, and we should expect to see some volatility here once that is released. So the book should be thinning out by now. It should be nice and thin. When we have news like this, the book thins out. All the orders are off the table, and we're gonna, like I said, we're gonna see a large move come in right now. All right, we got 5 minutes here till this thing cracks. We just hit our 30-minute supply zone here. But once again, I'm not really noticing a high increase in volume. Maybe that was it right there. 3 minutes here. Man, I haven't had anyone on here. Wow. You know what? I'm gonna just fuck this live stream. At least for today, man. Why don't we just